Hello everyone and welcome to the McGonagall Boxing Podcast. Let's get straight to it. The latest and breaking news is the trilogy fight Wilder Fury 3 is on Las Vegas October 3rd. Now, I'm not surprised Wilder's taking this trilogy fight. The smart move for him, let's be honest, is possibly his last chance at a world title. And, if he doesn't take it now, he's going to move further and further down the pecking order. And that could be disastrous for a man who's 34 years old. So I understand why he's taking it. Obviously, it's going to be a payday as well. But you have to be realistic and break down his chances. Unless there's massive changes to his fighting style, to his whole training camp, and to his whole training team, he's not going to get anywhere near a prime Tyson Fury. The problem Wilder's got is he started to believe his own hype, hasn't he? He believes fully in that power, which rightly so has got him 39, 40 knockouts. However, against the elite, the best, they know what's coming. And that was all too evident in the Fury rematch. Wilder, don't forget, was taking a battering off Luis Ortiz in their rematch prior to the Fury fight for 6 rounds until a 40-year-old Ortiz ran out of gas, cardio, and then punch resistance and got caught. But that's the problem. Wilder thinks he could do the same to Fury like he did to Ortiz. That's completely wrong. His punch output is appalling. He doesn't throw his left hand at all. There's no punch variety either. He's just a headhunter, just trying to hit you hard with that right hand. And yes, that's going to work against, someone ranked outside the top 10 or even inside the top 10 up to about 6 or 5, but not the best. The best know what's coming. And, if you're just going to punch to the head, you're going to be very predictable. And that's the problem with Wilder, isn't it? His punch output is so low. He's not a worry. He's not distracting anyone with that left hand, which he should be doing. He should be using that left hand to, disguise the right hand, set it up, distract the opponent, jab their head off with it, and then boom, with the overhand right. But if you're just waiting for that overhand right, they can see that coming a mile off and you're not going to get hit by it. And this was the problem with Fury. He didn't feel at all worried after the first round that Wilder was going to land on him because he could see all Wilder's punches coming. And that's why Wilder was hitting air shots. So he needs to go back to basics. He needs to get a new training team around him that's not just going to cater to his every word and say, yes, Wilder, yes, this, yes, that. And that was evident, wasn't it? They were too afraid to throw the towel in, except for poor Mark Brainer, who did eventually, not even the lead man in Wilder's corner, and got sacked for it. So that just shows you who runs Team Wilder. It's Wilder himself. Now, he doesn't need that. He doesn't want that. He shouldn't have that. He should have someone experienced who's going to tell him. It's a shame, obviously, Freddie Roach has deteriorated because Roach 10 years ago would have been perfect for Wilder. Still an aggressive coach, but can show you some defence, can show you how to fight off the back foot as well as the front foot. And that's another thing that Wilder can't do, was evident. He doesn't know how to fight when someone puts it on him, forces him back. And for his sparring partners that he's probably sparring with right now for $50 an hour, they're not going to do that, especially around his yes men team. They're not going to, in their eyes, disrespect the champ or worry about getting knocked out themselves. They're probably just there just to keep Wilder's eye and keeping him in shape. He needs young, hungry, up-and-coming, ambitious, talented heavyweights to spar with who are going to put pressure on him, who are going to force him back, because he needs to learn how to fight and throw off the back foot. He also needs to learn how to ride shots like Fury. Not saying the Fury's level, but he needs to get out of the way of the punches. Virtually every punch Fury landed, he landed. And that can't happen, so he's got to shore up his defence. Massive changes needed for Wilder. If he's dedicated enough, he can improve. But personally, I would have liked to have seen a tune-up fight to implement these changes, implement a new trainer, implement new tactics before going straight into Fury. With this coronavirus, realistically, you're not going to be back into the gym till about June time. And that gives you, 3 months of trying to implement a new style, new tactics and a new team. It's not long enough. So ultimately I can see Wilder sticking with the team he's got and ultimately sticking with the tactics he's got, which will be just an absolute shambles. Unless he gets more busy with his hands, unless he gets more proactive with his punch variety, and unless he shores up his defence, it's just going to go the same way, especially with Fury's new team of Andy Lee and Sugar Hill, who are fantastic, smart, knowledgeable coaches, and they're making Fury fight aggressive like he should have done a long time ago. 6'9", 270 pounds, with his boxing skills, he's going to be very difficult to beat with the aggressive mindset he's now got. So I can't see anything but another Tyson Fury stoppage win. I'd like to see a more competitive fight. It could be more competitive if Wilder made big changes, but I just think it's too soon. I don't think he'll make them changes, and I think that will be his downfall. And ultimately, it could be the end of Deontay Wilder, who'll be pushing 35. And does he want to go back, climb up the ranks, fighting, probably 2-3 times just to get a world title shot again? I can't see it. So this might be the end of the road for Deontay Wilder. So that's my fault. Let me know what you guys think. I think Fury's going to win this Drew Chili fight again, and in convincing style again. Drop me a line on my Instagram, YouTube, the McGonigal Boxing Podcast, my Facebook, Inside Fighter, Touch Gloves Boxing, and I'll be back real soon, you guys. All right, all the best. Bye.